It is the Flow Friday Night Sports Show, and it's time for us now to check in with those Southern Mallee Giants. How did they go in Wimmera Netball across the weekend? I think they had a very good win. Joining me on the line to help us go through it, Zali Brown is back. G'day, buddy. How are you?
I'm very well, Jake. How are you?
Going well, thanks. And your Southern Mallee Giants are going okay as well. You were big winners on the weekend.
We did have a good game. All of the pieces just fell into line and very happy with the result.
As you should be. So, Southern Mallee Giants, 52. Warwick Eagles, 29. Now, you can only beat what's out there for you to beat, but I think the Warwick Eagles might get a little bit stronger later in the year when they get a few back.
I definitely think so. Just at the start of the season, they had the flu kind of go through the club, which isn't great for anybody. But they did manage to field 3 senior sides and junior sides, and they did really well overall. So they'll be back better and stronger this week, I'm sure.
No doubt, and that's a big effort under these sort of circumstances. So well done to them. Well done to the Giants. How did the rest of the club go through that period? You mentioned they were able to put 3 senior sides on the park. How did your other teams go? Do you know?
Yeah. So they did. They beat us in the B grade by about 3 goals. So that was a really close game. And then they got up in the C grade as well. So they won 2 out of 3 on the day.
Fair enough. But if you're gonna lose 2 and win 1, you want to win the A grade. So
absolutely. No, not biased at all.
Fair enough. Let's talk about the other 2 games. Wimmera. Finally, no more bridesmaids for them. They've had a good win over Dimboola, 43-33. So probably a surprise result, this one.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I'm very happy for them. You know, they obviously had, as you said, been bridesmaids for a while, but I think that might have motivated them that extra little bit and got them over the line.
Yep, they've been there and thereabouts. I mean, we go back a couple of years, this was the team, Wimmera in the netball, and last year they just lost a series of close games which took them out of finals contention, but a good win early in the year might just get them back where probably they belong to be.
I reckon you could be right.
Yeah, so they're going all right. And the Anzac Day clash was Horsham and the Horsham Saints, of course, the traditional clash. This was a night game, I think.
I believe you're right.
Yep, so the Demons and the Saints, and it was the Demons prevailing, 54-36, probably what we would have expected around about.
Yeah, I did think that they were going to start the season strong, and they definitely did with a pretty convincing win, and I'm sure they're going to continue that form throughout.
A very good side. Of course, in the A grade, no match between Nil and Ararat, but they would have played the other grades there. Nil don't have the A grade side this year, but they do have full quota in the other grades, right?
That's correct. They're fielding other sides, and I think they were also very competitive on the weekend. I'm not sure who got up, but I think it was pretty close.
Okay. Well, again, Stall, who had the genuine bye, they get back-to-back byes. They will take on Nil in the other grades, but not in the A grade. So their A grade girls will go the better part of a month without having played a game.
I know that's probably not ideal, but I'm sure their A grade girls will get down there to cheer on the B and C grade, and then they'll be really ready to go.
They will.
Next week.
I've got no doubt they will. So those matches will be in Nil at Davis Park. But we move on to the A-grade matches that will be played. Let's start with Wimmera, who come up against those Warwick Eagles. Now, hopefully the Eagles will get a few back, which will tighten things up here. But you'd say Wimmera at the moment might go into this game as favourites.
Yeah, I think after their good win on the weekend, they'll have gotten a lot of confidence from that, and we'll take that into this game against Warwick, who will be looking to kickstart their season.
They will. The Horsham Saints will be taking on Ararat, and this will be an interesting game. I think Ararat should go in maybe slight favourites here against the Saints, who will be at home at Coghlan Park. So I'm not sure who's going to win that one.
Yeah, I'd nearly back the Saints because it's in Horsham, but also Ararat has started well, so it will be. I reckon it'll be close. Yeah. I'm picking a close one.
And look, I think Dimboola will be smarting after last week. I think they will get a couple back as well. They'll need them because they're taking on the Horsham Demons, who are the other benchmark side in the comp alongside the Southern Mallee Giants. So this should be a cracking game.
Absolutely. I think Demons have obviously had a great start to the year, and I can see that happening again this week. I think it'll be tough for Dimmy to come over the top of them, but you never know.
Yeah. Now, in terms of the Giants, you guys have the bye, club-wide bye, this one, not just an A-grade bye. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do on the weekend? You're going to go and watch some netball? You're going to put the feet up? What's the plans?
Definitely put the feet up. Just kick back, relax, and enjoy the beautiful stormy weather I think we're going to be having.
Yeah, it looks that way. So I'm sure there'll be lots of folk putting crop in across Hopetoun and Beulah at the moment. I imagine that would be the go.
Yes, I think that's what's keeping Dad and all the other farmers quite busy at this time of the year.
When you come back in round 4, and we'll talk about this next week, you will have Minyip Matoa to take on, and that'll be an interesting clash. I think you're playing that one at Beulah, is that right?
We are. Home game at Beulah, first one for the year, so that's exciting.
Yeah, excellent. All right, well, we'll talk about that next week. Anything else before we wrap it up?
No, I think it's all good. I hope everyone has a good round of netball and I'm going to enjoy my week off.
Yep, you do that, and we will catch you again next week. Good luck to everyone hitting the courts in Wimmera Netball this weekend.
Sounds good. See you then.